Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I need to figure out where this heater goes on the ceiling here, the exact location. Then I'm going to start framing the wood up there so that I can mount it. And what comes into play here is that I have joists that are going to go in every 4 feet all the way across. So I'm going to use the first and second joist, and I'm going to put wood in between it going that way. And that's what's going to give me the adjustability front to back. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, but this wider section back here, let me switch hands here. This wider section back here, that is the wall itself. Then we have a joist right here and a joist right here. Then we'll just have some cross members that match up with the holes on this. And we'll be putting this bracketing up on the ceiling. It's going to be kind of difficult. What I need to do, my exhaust is right here. So I want the unit to be centered on the column right here. So I need to measure the center of the column over to where that exhaust goes through. Then I need to figure out where it's going to go through up there. We have interior girt and an exterior girt, and it has to miss both of those. And this duct has to have a pitch, and that's 1 5/8 inches over this entire length. So there's a lot of things in play. This has to be at least a foot past the outside of the building. I'm going to go about 18 inches, which is going to be about right here. And then whatever's left, I'll use the adjustability. These brackets and these wood members here will allow me to slide the unit in or out so I can get everything exactly right. It's pretty complicated, but I'll explain it as I go along. First thing I'm going to do is get these brackets installed. Then I'm going to go up there and measure for my joists. Now hopefully this is going to show up, but if I hook my tape measure to the outside of that column right there, that is considered the outside of the building. From the outside of this column to the outside of the column on the other side is exactly 36 feet. So now if I come over here, just got to get this plumb, and that's it right there. Hold it nice and tight and mark my line. Now I'm going to mark 3/4 of an inch over to the side and continue that line over and onto the other side. That's where the edge of my stud's going to be. And all of the studs from here on in, I'll just hook the tape measure on the far side of that, and then at 4 feet, that's where the next one goes. Okay, 3/4 of an inch. And then I need this mark all the way down because that's where I'm going to put my joist hanger. All right, while I have the ladder here, I'm going to put a joist hanger in right away and then go do this on the other trusses. All right, want my joist hanger flush with that line and flush with the bottom of the truss there. All right, I tried using all nails on this, but it wanted to jump around, and my little tab right there was not working well either. So what I'm going to do is just get this in place and this southern yellow pine is just so damn hard that makes things jump around. Okay, I'll leave this side loose. Now I can just drop my joist in here, tighten it up, nail it through there, and then nail it through there. And bada bing, bada boom, it's all nice and tight. Okay, that took a little while, but we got all of the joist hangers in place. Now I gotta cut the joists, get those installed, and then we'll do some figuring on the heater itself to figure out exactly where it's gonna go on this wall. Okay, I have my joists in place. Now, like I said, I want to center that on this column here, and I did all the calculations. I measured the actual unit itself because these schematics are generally a little bit off. What I did was take my combination square. I don't know if you can hear that wind or not. We have a wind warning today. I got my dimension over here. I know where the center is, and it's not quite the center of this, but none of that really matters. It just matters where the flue is going to go through the wall. So I did all my calculations up here. Here's the column. This is how much clearance I have from the column to the edge of the port here, and my pipe is going to go through about like that. So in reality, this is going to go about like that, which is just perfect. I got a little bit of foam. This will actually go up there. I'll just push the foam a little bit away from it. Not that it's going to get real hot at this point anyways, but better safe than sorry. So what I came up with is 10 1/4 on center from the truss. The truss is centered on the column, and that would leave me with 8 3/4 between them. Not that that matters anyways. I'm going off the center line. So that would put the center line of one like that, and then another one right here, and then I'll duplicate that up on the ceiling, and I'll be using these to connect them. I'll have 4 of them coming down like that, and then I'll have 2 diagonals going in opposite directions to give me some bracing, and that will be incredibly strong. It'll be a lot like the garage door support right there, only stronger. Okay, so I have to do a little bit of measuring, and like I said, I'll be coming between that joist and this joist. They're going to be pretty close to it. And what else am I going to be able to get done today? Let me get those 2 in, and then we'll see what else can be done. Okay, from the center of the truss to the center of the cross members is 10 1/4. So I get that dimension, and then I add 3/4. This is where the cross member is going to sit. This is the outer edge right here, and I have it marked here as well. So these are going to be exactly 20 1/2 on center and centered on the truss. Okay, while I have the ladder here, I'm going to put the joist hanger on these 2, and then I'll move over and get them on that as well. Just to give you a better visual on this, we're going to have 2 chunks of this, one here, and the mounting holes are 20 1/2 on center, and those are going to be 20 1/2 on center. So with a pair of these mounted on the ceiling and a pair of them mounted just like they're sitting on the unit here, I'll be able to mount the unit basically anywhere along the members that I'm putting in right now. And with this same stuff coming down from the ceiling to this, like those drop legs there, I'll be able to cut those at whatever length they need to get the unit at the exact height I need. I need 1/4 inch per foot of a rise along this exhaust pipe. That way the condensate will run back towards the unit, and it'll drain out right here through this drain. Okay, let me get them joist hangers in, and I think I'll get the cross members in right away, and then we'll revisit it after that. All right, I was just about to put those joist hangers in, and I remembered that I need to center that on the ribs out there. This is a rib right here. You can feel that it goes in, and this is the center. So that's 9 inches from the edge of this. So I had to redo my calculations. No big deal. Just moved it over a little bit. I'm not sure if you could see that little hash mark, but that little black hash mark right there that is where the flue is. Let me show you what it's going to look like on the outside. We'll grab the exhaust tee. It's going to go dead center like that. If it's on a rib, that can be a real pain in the butt. So I need it exactly like that, but way up there. So everything's in place, and according to the length of the pipe that I have, with that drain fitting and the adapter on the back of the unit and the two 3-foot pipes, the back of the unit would come to right there, almost dead center. So what I'm going to do is see what shorter pieces they have, or I'll probably get one of those adjustable pieces. I need something to make it, probably 20 inches shorter. I'd rather have the back of it come right to this joist than way out here in the middle of it. So I'm going to go in and figure out how short I can make this, see what adapters they have, and then based on that, then I can figure out where my gas line and my electrical lines can come in, and that should do it for this until the tin's in. The reason I had to get this done right away is so that I can finish the propane line coming into the building. That's going to come in, go up, go over at a 45, cross over to this truss, and then run along this truss, and I got to know where it comes out on the other end, so I really need this done. All right. This cat came in to get out of the wind. We have a wind advisory right now. The wind is about 20 miles an hour, but it's gusting to 35 or 40 miles an hour. It's pretty nasty out there. Cats are not enjoying it. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Like I said, I'm going to figure out where I can put it on there, and then that's basically going to be it until I start running the propane lines over to it and the electrical and that stuff. And that'll have to go on hold until I start putting the ceiling in. When I get the ceiling right up to this point, I have to cut the holes for all this stuff. That's going to be kind of a challenge as well. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.